We're going to go to the Florida Keys today, both on land and under the sea, and later on, we'll find some horses, join in CSI investigation, and a couple surprises. Please, make yourself comfortable. Thank you for coming, watching Fred and Judy gear up for their underwater adventure. The beach is quiet, save for the gentle lapping of waves and the clinking of their equipment. Fred with the cross. He seems so sure of himself. I bet it is his faith that gives him courage. Judy. She's so small, yet she handles that heavy gear like it's nothing. I can't help but think, what adventures have I missed in my long life, painting everything in a soft, golden light. I watch them check each other's equipment, so careful, so thorough. It hits me then, the amount of courage it takes to explore the unknown. These two, they're not just going for a swim, they're embracing life, aren't they? But before we go underwater, let us take a look at what goes on topside. This is the wild side of Florida Keys. This string of islands, barely above sea level, teeming with life. From Hemingway's six-toed cats to the tiniest key deer, this place is a wildlife wonderland. So sit back and relax, because we're about to dive into a world where nature calls the shots, and every creature has a story to tell. You know what's wild about Ernest Hemingway? The guy was a legend, and not just for his writing. He lived right here in the Keys, in this beautiful house that's now crawling with cats. But these aren't your average felines. Nah, these cats have 6 toes. It's like evolution decided to give them a high 6 instead of a high 5. You know what I mean? These polydactyl cats. They're everywhere in the house. Lounging on Hemingway's old bed, sunbathing in the garden. It's like they own the place now. And in a way they do. They're living, breathing reminders of the man who made this place famous. It's crazy how a bunch of cats can keep a legacy alive. But that's the magic of the Keys for you. Look here. We're talking about deer the size of a large dog. Not kidding. Key deer are like someone shrunk regular deer in the wash. They're native to the Keys, and you can't find them anywhere else in the world. It's crazy, right? These little guys are survivors, adapting to life on these tiny islands. But listen to this. They're endangered. There are only about 1,000 of them left. Can you believe that? 1,000. That's like with the population of a small apartment building in New York. These deer, they're not just cute. They're tough. They've figured out how to drink slightly salty water, which is pretty impressive for a deer. The Keys are like a highway rest stop for birds, you know what I mean? You've got these incredible species just chilling here, taking a break from their long flights. We're talking roseate spoonbills. Imagine a pink bird with a spoon for a beak. It's like nature got creative after a few drinks. And then there are the frigate birds with their massive wingspans. These guys can stay in the air for days. But it's not just about the birds. The butterflies here, they're something else. You've got the Strauss's swallowtail. It's so rare, it's like spotting a celebrity in a small town. These butterflies, they're not just pretty faces, they're crucial for pollination. Without them, a lot of the plants here would be in trouble. It's crazy how something so small can be so important, right? All right, let's talk about the underdogs of the Keys, the mice. These little guys are hardcore survivors. You got the Key Largo wood rat and the Key Largo cottonmouse. They're like the special forces of the rodent world, adapted to life in the Keys. But man, life's not easy for these mice. They're dodging predators left and right, dealing with crazy weather, and trying to find food and shelter on these tiny islands. It's like they're living in a real-life video game, always on high alert. And you won't believe this. Some of these mice are endangered. Now I know what you're thinking, snakes in paradise? But trust me, these reptiles are a crucial part of the Keys ecosystem. You've got your eastern diamondback rattlesnakes, your corn snakes, and even the elusive indigo snake. These guys are like the cleanup crew of the Keys, keeping the rodent population in check. But you know what's crazy? Snakes get a bad rap. People see them and freak out, but they're just trying to live their lives, you know? They're not out to get us. In fact, most of them would rather slither away than confront a human. It's wild how something that causes so much fear is actually helping to maintain the balance of nature. All right, let's talk about the heavyweights of the Keys: alligators and crocodiles. Yeah, you heard that right. We've got both here. Alligators, they're the more common ones. You'll find them chilling in freshwater areas, sunbathing like they're on vacation. But the real stars, the American crocodiles, they're something else. These guys are rare, like finding a parking spot in Manhattan, rare. They hang out in the salty and brackish waters. And check this out, they can grow up to 20 feet long. That's like, what, 3 tall guys stacked on top of each other? It's insane. But here's the kicker. Despite their scary appearance, attacks on humans are super rare. They're more interested in fish than in us. Thank goodness for that, right? The shoreline of the Keys. It's like a non-stop party for wildlife. You've got these shorebirds doing their thing. Pelicans dive bombing for fish. Herons stalking through shallow waters. And sandpipers playing chicken with the waves. It's like a choreographed dance. And they've been practicing for millions of years. And then scurrying around their feet, you've got the skinks. These little lizards are like the surfers of the reptile world, always hanging out on the beach, soaking up the sun. They're quick, man. Blink, and you'll miss them. But if you're patient, you might catch them doing push-ups. Yeah, lizard push-ups. It's their way of communicating. Who knew reptiles were into fitness, right? You know what's really cool? All this amazing wildlife has some real-life superheroes working to save them. We're talking scientists, volunteers, and just regular folks who care. They're out here tracking key deer, protecting sea turtle nests, and restoring habitats. It's not glamorous work, but it's crucial. These dedicated individuals are the unsung heroes of the Florida Keys ecosystem. It is time to go underwater in the Florida Keys with Fred and Judy. The Florida Keys, with their vibrant coral reefs and diverse marine life. Today, we're about to embark on an extraordinary journey into this underwater paradise, guided by 2 experienced divers, Fred and Judy. So, let's take a deep breath and dive in.
Welcome to our underwater garden. These coral reefs are the foundation of life here in the Keys.
Look closely, and you'll see a whole world within this world. Each of these corals is home to countless creatures, from microscopic organisms to the fish we can see with our naked eye.
The star of Finding Nemo. But there's more to clownfish than their celebrity status.
It's a perfect example of symbiosis. The clownfish is protected by the anemone's stinging tentacles, which don't affect the fish due to a special mucus coating. In return, the clownfish helps keep the anemone clean and brings it food.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Don't be fooled by its fierce appearance. The eel is just breathing. They're actually quite shy creatures.
A spiny lobster. These guys are crucial to the ecosystem here.
They're like the cleanup crew of the reef. They feed on dead plant and animal matter, helping to keep the reef clean and healthy. And as we continue our dive, let's appreciate the delicate balance of this underwater world. From the smallest polyps to the majestic sea turtles, every creature plays a role. So let's cherish and protect this underwater paradise for generations to come.
These are some of the most important fish on the reef. They might look pretty, but they've got a big job to do.
What you're seeing is the parrotfish feeding on algae. In the process, they ingest some of the coral skeleton too. When they, pass it, it comes out as sand.
A single parrotfish can produce hundreds of pounds of sand each year. They're literally helping to create the beautiful beaches we enjoy above water. That's a barracuda. They're the speedsters of the reef.
Don't worry, they're not interested in divers, but they're fearsome predators to smaller fish.
That's a grouper. They're ambush predators using their camouflage to blend in with their surroundings.
Impressive, isn't it? Nature has equipped these predators with amazing adaptations.
Those are snappers. They're some of the most popular fish for both commercial and recreational fishing.
And look over there. Those are yellowtail snappers. They're known for their speed and agility.
These fish play a crucial role in the reef's food chain. Oh, and if we're lucky, we might spot a sailfish or a mahi-mahi. They're not as common in the reefs, but they're truly magnificent when you see them. Now don't be alarmed, that's a nurse shark. They're generally very docile.
Sharks are often misunderstood. They play a vital role in maintaining the health of marine ecosystems.
That's a blacktip shark.
These apex predators help keep populations of other species in check, ensuring a balanced ecosystem. The Florida Keys are a vibrant underwater world, teeming with life and color.
Look at that sea turtle. They are often seen gliding through the water, adding to the magic of the reef. Sea turtles play a crucial role in maintaining the health of seagrass beds and coral reefs.
And if you're really lucky, you might even spot a pod of dolphins. They're incredibly intelligent and social creatures. Dolphins are known for their playful behavior and are a joy to watch.
As the sun sets over the Florida Keys, the underwater world continues its dance of life, a testament to the beauty and complexity of our oceans. It's not just about the big fish. Look closely at the coral.
These are some of the smallest fish in the sea, but they're just as important to the ecosystem as their larger cousins.
Everything in this underwater world is connected. From the tiniest algae to the largest shark, each species plays a crucial role.
That's why it's so important to protect these ecosystems. The health of our oceans affects us all, even those who never set foot in the water.
In the words of the great Jacques Cousteau, the sea, once it casts its spell, holds one in its net of wonder forever.